Hello boys, this is Amita Gardner once again. Today I am going to teach you the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Now first I would like to read the poem for you. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the crickets sing. Their midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evenings full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. I hear it in the deep heart's core. Written by William Butler Yeats, W.B. Yeats. Now, my dear children, I will explain the poem for you. Stanza wise, just listen to me carefully. Now, in the first stanza, the speaker of the poem states that he will arise and soon be going to Innisfree. Innisfree is a small island in a lake. As a young boy, he often went to the island. Now, he wants to build a small wooden shelter in the small opening in the woods or forest, and it's going to be a quiet, simple place for him. He will make it of clay and wattles. What is this clay and wattles? This is an ancient construction technique known as wattle and clay. He is going to have a garden with 9 beans planted in a row. And a beehive for honeybees. The speaker informs that he desires to live alone, surrounded by the sounds made by the bees and be one with nature. Now, in the second stanza, the poet says, the first line of this second stanza, and I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. This first line gives us a clue why he wants to build a little cabin in an isolated island with very little habitation. However, he writes, in peace comes dropping slow. This indicates he is restless and too busy. Maybe that's why he wants the solitude, the loneliness, to break away the hustle and the bustle of the urban life. He wants to go away from the town or city or urban life, the noise. He wants to leave all those things for some time. He is nostalgic about the morning hour in the island, when the daylight breaks in gradually to keep peace with the calm and peace of the mind. Quiet countryside, the speaker says that the mist and fog that veils the morning are lifted once the sun rises. The morning soon is filled with the sound of crickets, songs. He tries to feel the peace which is there prevailing in the nature. It seems the midnight looks beautiful. twinkling with millions of stars at midnight. And in the midday, the island seems alight with the purple light of the sun rays. It may also indicate the blissful calm and peace, as the color purple is indicative of nobility and royalty. The speaker says that the evenings are full of flocks of linnets. The sky is filled with the flocks of linnets. It makes us think that it's not one bird, but lots of them are there taking their flight. The poet creates here an imagery, and the words are purple haze full of birds in flight. Now, in the third stanza, if you will go to the last stanza of the poem, you will find that the speaker is more than ever determined to go ahead with his decision to go to Innisfree. The poet wants to leave the hustle and bustle of the city life and go to a quiet, lonely, isolated place. So he has taken a decision to go to Innisfree. He imagines he can hear the lapping of the water reaching the shore. Lapping of the lake water which is reaching the or touching the shore. The use of auditory image. Auditory means the words related to listening. The use of auditory image as a metaphor shows his strong desire to get to the place in his dreams. However, he can't be far from Innisfree, as his mind and heart, he hears the lapping of the waters hit the shore. As he is actually standing, where he is actually standing on the pavement, grey roads of the city. The last line confirms that all this is there in his imagination only. Since the heart cannot actually hear, we might think the deep heart's core is a metaphor used here, as it is speaking of the poet's deepest feelings and desire. Though he is in the city, but where is his heart and mind? His heart and mind are living in Innisfree, the place of his choice, the place he liked the most. He wanted to go to Innisfree to spend rest of his days of his life and to remain there in peace of mind and heart, and to be one with the nature, to enjoy the beauty of the nature, and just to have some harmony and peace of mind over there. So this is the short summary or explanation of this poem. God bless you.